All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarasu Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasu Seti YouTube page, but General Seti already, two powerhouse platforms on YouTube, making tsunamis all across the universe, black power, black energy, education, divinity, spirituality. That's right, family. We got memberships. I want you to subscribe right now. If you're on here, subscribe. I want you to hit that like button because you already know. Like it because you love it, you already know. It's already five. So, the thumbnail going to set it off. And so already. And so we got memberships for the family. The link is right there in the chat, is in the video description. Is right there on the screen. All you had to do is click it, and you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like it and love it. I want you to get over there, check out that catalog, get you something nice, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. We talking about the two raw for YouTube, when Egypt ruled the earth, the global Kushite empire, Olmec voyages of the Nile and ancient America, the making of the white man series, the black woman is God. We talking about from Naga to nigga, the African origins of the Hindu Kush, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism exposed, Black Illuminati, hip hop, occult, Freemasonry exposed, and so much, much more. There's no other platform nowhere that got that many fire videos, in the black expression. You see, there's no other platform that could compare or compete. You should become a member today. Everybody know said he got the popping his page on Patreon. Popping on Patreon, family. Over 500 exclusive live streams, and you get the chance to see the general go live, and that's nothing but fire, 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 fire. You feel me? 500 exclusive live streams, and so get on over there. We got a place for you. We got a place for you. Should be no reason why you're not on Patreon. Get over there today. To all the family out there donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is in the chat, is in the video description. Click it, donate. I thank you and I appreciate you. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, here we go, family. We talking about today, was Adam and Eve from the Caucasus Mountains? Yeah, we got the deal. I know it hurts you because I know you say Adam and Eve is your ancestors. Adam and Eve is your ancestor. And so this hurts you when I say this. You see, it hurts you that I would say that Adam and Eve, because nigga, you might be from the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, you might be from the goddamn Caucasus Mountains. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this today. And now what's very, very critical. Very critical. Matter of fact, let me. You know what? I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight to the horse's mouth. I'm gonna spit it out. I'm going straight. Let me see. Let me see. Where it's at? There you go, right there. There you go right there. Let me go get this fire up here. Let me go get this fire up here. Yep. Woo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be easy with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be easy with this one. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be easy with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show enough bees. This gonna break hearts. Yeah, this gonna break hearts. Let me go and get it in here, family. You stayed up. You stayed up for that fire. You stayed up for that fire. You feel me? Get a video a thumbs up right now. Now I'm gonna get in here. Let me see who in here. I'm gonna make sure ain't nobody in here cutting up. Uh-oh, here come Ray. Yeah, say from that's right. Talk to me, Ray. Yeah, but see, we got to get them in here first, because if we tell them Siberia, we got to take it one step at a time. You know, they from beyond the Uralian mountains, but see, when we tell them the Caucasus, they on their way. We're gonna get them on their way. We're gonna work them over there to Siberia. You see, we're gonna work them over there. Don't worry. We got to give them a jump off point that they recognize. You see, you take them too deep, they brain gonna freeze before we can get them over there. Yeah, the Uralian monkeys. Yeah, we gonna get them over there. Let me. Yeah, we had to take them one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, brain freeze up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, why is it doing this? Let me see. Yeah, let me get it in here. I'm most definitely, yeah. Let me stay with the Bible decoded, because if I go over there to that making it's over. They be ready to strike a nigga. You know what I'm saying? They like this. Now the one thing, now this is from the general now. Yeah, y'all know my scholarship now. What I introduced to the public, and so this was one of the things that I clearly introduced to the academic world. You see, was the fact that Adam and Eve wore caveman clothing. And I say, well, why these motherfuckers is in Africa? Why in the hell is they walking around with animal skins on their back like that now? You see, ain't no goddamn body in no Africa walking around with no goddamn bear skin and no deer skin clothing, jumpsuits. The motherfucker got bear skin jumpsuits on. And I say, it's something strange about that, because they in a tropical region, yet and still they got these type of clothing. But see, that's caveman. And what I did is I just, I take Adam and Eve, and I just went and got some images of a caveman, and I put, it's the same uniform. You see, now the thing is, if they got on caveman uniform, then are they from the caves? Because why would you have caves unless you was from the caves? You feel me? I want to be 1,000 with you today, family. I want to be 2,000 with you today, family. I want to keep it a stack. I want to keep it a buck. Let's be real with one another. Okay? Why would you have on caveman uniform unless you was from the caves? Now, whether they were they from the Caucasus, was they from the Uralian mountains, and we already know, and I've done that. I had to advance my making of the white man into the origins of the Uralian monkey, because they didn't come from the Caucasus. They came from out of the steppes of Siberia, the steppes of what today we say Russia, and all over there in that region. That's where they come from. And so again, and the thing is when I put this here now, this is their material. I don't want nobody to think that SETI, drew this or no. These are images directly from peoples who perceive to draw Adam and Eve. These are These are European people who draw on these images. And so you can even see here, this one is show enough. This one's a show enough caveman, and so and see, the thing is, they keep it standard, When you keep it standard, then that means it's deep in the psychosis of the whole nation of European people. This is what they perceive. They perceive them to have had on some form of animal skins on as clothing, whether it was bear, whether it was goat, whatever it was. But now we have to understand, it said that Adam and Eve, were placed. Now it says placed in the Garden of Eden. You see, they were placed in the Garden of Eden. And so and so we got to understand that they are not in, and that the Garden of Eden was in Ethiopia. That's what it said. It said that the river it flowed out of Ethiopia. That's what it said. Let me get down there. Get right to where it say that at. Let me see if I got it in here. Let me get it right. Is it right here? No, that ain't the one. 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 Let me get down here. But it don't make no difference, because you already know that. You can take my word for it that it said, now if they in Ethiopia, it's hot as hell. There ain't no need for you to be walking around with no goat skins on your back like that. You see, so that's an indicator that, now for me, when I was, I'm going deep into the minds. I'm going deep into the minds of the psychosis of this caveman, trying to figure out what it is. You see what it is, and and so the thing is, it's not just that they wearing goat skins and bear skin. They didn't even need none of that, because they had their own goddamn fur. I'm just gonna be 1,000 with you. I'm gonna keep it 2,000 with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. They got their own goddamn fur. That's what it. We got to speak. We got to speak. Make it plain. You see, we're gonna make it plain. And so you see here, even here, no matter which one it always show them leaving out with animal skins on their back. Now, you in Africa, you ain't gonna need all that. You ain't gonna need all that. Now, what people don't understand that, wherever you develop, and you develop in the cave, and you develop in the cold, and you got a lot of hair on your goddamn body. See, you need that. You have developed, your body has developed in that way so that you could survive on this goddamn planet. You see? And so the bear skins is only it's a shroud of a deeper understanding. You see, it's a shroud. It is leading to something deeper. You see, you're going to understand this, that these stories that Adam and Eve is the first vampires on the planet. They ran from the sun. That's another thing, always showing them fleeing from the sun. See, I didn't do that. Said he didn't do that. Don't put that on me. It's right there in your face. It's right there in your face. See, and it says God is a sun and the shield. That's what it says in the Bible. For the Lord God is a sun and a shield. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. You see? And so you got to understand that there's something deeper here. That the skins is only is relating to something that's much deeper than that. So you talking about the Bigfoot, you talking about the Bigfoots that came up out of there, and it says that Adam and Eve they was expelled. They were banned from Eden. They were banned from Eden. And so what is that saying? Being banned doesn't mean you can't come back into Africa, but you have there's something that you do not have that will cause you immediate punishment. You see, and so when we deal with Adam and Eve, and we discuss, original sin, and so now we talking about a particular people. We're not talking about all people. And so when you understand that the Lord God is the sun and the shield, and you are in Eden, you are in the land, you are in the garden of the Lord. This is the Lord, this is the Lord's garden. This is Africa. You see, and so, and you don't have critical things that are required for you to prosper in the garden of the Lord, such as melanin. You don't have melanin. You see, you don't have melanin. And by not having melanin, see, that was original sin. You don't understand that. You didn't have that. And so that doesn't mean that you just be, when it says that they were expelled, this is symbolisms, that they didn't have the criteria. They didn't have the criteria. They didn't have the melanin. They didn't have the thing. And so they were expelled, which means when they came in, the punishment or them being there, was too much for them to bear. It was too much for them from them to bear. And so they fled back from where they came. So there's a very critical connection between Adam and Noah. You see, that's why they washed away that world. You see, when we was talking about the pre-deluvian world, I want to talk with you. So the pre-deluvian world, 4004 BC, this is the biblical date. Okay, we just deal with that. We know that the pre-deluvian world, is far more ancient than that. And even though this whole world was flooded at one goddamn time, that's one of the biggest myths that ever been told. You see, but but what it is that this is the world where Africa, where Ethiopia, where Egypt, all the great black civilizations, and when we talk about Ethiopia is speaking of all its sister nations, all its colonies all around the world. And we have to be, and when the ancients spoke of Ethiopia, that's exactly, and they would tell you it was two Ethiopias. There were sons and daughters of Ethiopia that were nations. You feel what I'm saying? And so when we say Ethiopia, you speaking of the global presence of our people. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the pre-deluvian world. And so what they wanted to do was create in the minds of our people in the world that this world had been washed away. You see, they needed, they could not, prosper in this world. Okay? They could not prosper, And so another thing, when you see Adam and Eve, they had they blocking, not only are they blocking out the sun, many times they had a hands sunk down into they had a face sunk down into their hands, which is a symbolism of shame. That they were shamed, that they, because they did not have, so which means that they had been ridiculed, for, not possessing these necessary traits, of those who were naturally, inclined to live in these regions, the African people, the Cushite, the Ethiopian, you see. And so, yeah, they didn't fit into the history of the pre-deluvian world. And so that's why they come up with the flood story to wash it away. And then what they did is they started a new Adam, Noah. Noah was the new Adam, and the new Eden was no longer in Ethiopia. Because when the flood receded, the ark landed on Mount Ararat. Mount Ararat is in the lower Caucasus Mountains. A lot of people don't know that. So Noah landed in the Caucasus Mountains. So in the first story of the Garden of Eden, you see, the first Garden of Eden was in Ethiopia. When you open up the book Genesis, I believe is 1 and 2, I believe it's 1. where it said that out of, that a river flowed out of the garden, and it parted and became unto four heads. That's what it says. And so, that's what it said. And so from that point, that's the Eden is in Ethiopia. But to see that's the land of that's the land of the African. That's the land of the Cushites. You see, that's the land of the ancient Egyptians and all the great civilizations that come up out of Africa. They couldn't live that. And so they had to recreate the Genesis. It's two Genesis. It's really three with Noah, because Noah is the new Adam. Noah is the second Adam, meaning everybody in the world descend from Noah. He was the one that after the flood, his three sons, everybody supposedly come from Noah. Okay. And so he starts from Mount Ararat, which is in the Caucasus Mountains. See, they flipped the script right then and there. They tried to flip the script on us with that. But the fact is there's a lot of symbolisms that would make us understand that this is where they came from, the animal skin, fleeing from the sun. This is vampirism. This is vampirism. And and being expelled from the Garden of Eden. Why? What is original sin? You see, what is original sin? Being born without melanin. That's what it is. That was the original sin. To be born in a solar system without melanin. I know a lot of y'all out there hurting. I know you hurting. I know you want to go grab that goddamn Cro-Magnon Neanderthal Jesus up off your wall right now. Look at him fleeing out of Eden. Look at him in distress. And it don't make no difference who draw the picture. They always got the animal skin. Adam and Eve always got the animal skin on their back. And so this is clear. They understand the whole culture, understand what that means. It's not one person draw it. All the drawings of Adam and Eve show them with animal skins on their back. Okay. And so you can see here the children of the sun. You see the children of the sun who bathe in the sun versus those who who were repelled by the sun. You see, and this is a clear indicator that the ancient Egyptians were a melanated people. You see, they were a melanated people. They bathed in the sun. When you get over there, certain groups, if they don't have no melanin, they make them wear long sleeve shirts and shit, and and make sure they have long pants, and the motherfucker got sun hats and sun visors and sunglasses and sunblock, and the goddamn clothes got a certain level of sunblock on. Even the clothes got sunblock on them. So this was an African people, family, from the ancient of times. And so one was beloved, but for it says, for the Lord God is a sun and a shield. For the Lord God is a sun. And once you understand that, then you see that one is being beloved and the other is being repulsed. You see, one is being beloved and the other one is being repulsed. Okay, now it's getting deep up in here, and then some of this I can't even, some of it I can't even afford to, I can't put. This one right here is another one, and you see the symbolism. You see, God is a sun. The Lord God is a sun and a shield. Let me put it up here for you, family. That's Psalms 84, and that's what's gonna make you understand this. Yeah, they didn't have the original sin was the lack of melanin. You see, and so when you see a lot of them skins on their back, that was to keep that sun off their head. That's true. That's reality. That's reality. Did I put it in there? Right here. Psalm 84. For the Lord God is a sun and a shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. no good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. You see, you got all, but see, even there is some symbolism. Even there's some symbolism said for those that walk uprightly. So what are they talking about? Some of them cave people, when they come up out of there, they was on all fours. Yeah, y'all don't want to talk about that, but we got to talk about that. They was on all fours. Wait a minute, what that one? I can show it. Is they drawing? I didn't draw it. All right, I didn't put it. I didn't draw it. I'm just, I'm just telling you what I see. Well, where's the other one? Let me see. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. Says, for the Lord God is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. Do it look like they walking uprightly? Yeah, they wasn't walking uprightly. That's where, there's some indicators in here that's showing us some things. Now, there's some indicators in here that's showing us some things. And so, yeah, we most definitely got to do some research and dig deeper into this. Was Adam and Eve from the Caucasus Mountains? And there's a lot of indicators, and I will have to take it to Patreon because it's most definitely, I share. I'm already damn near on the verge right now of breaking the internet. If I had to come like I was supposed to come, this motherfucker be broke down. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I can't do it like that on the tube. You got to come on over. And matter of fact, I'll take this one over to Patreon tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then I could come 1,000. But if I ain't gonna even know. I can't even come 20%. It'll break the internet. But yeah, let me put this up here for all the family out there. I might as well go and drop this in. You see, and we talking about the Siberian monkeys and shit. They come up out of Siberia. And so you can see even off in the Siberia, they ain't from Europe. Even when you look at where the Caucasus Mountains is and shit, over here you see, I believe this is the Caspian Sea, right? Well, I believe that's the Caspian. And over here is the Black Sea. This is the Black Sea. Wait a minute, I'm in here. Yeah, the Black Sea over here. So you got to see, they was deep. When you talk about the Ice Age, they was blocked off from Europe. They was blocked off. They was deep into the steppes of Siberia. You see, and so to say they from the Caucasus, they're not from the Caucasus Mountains. They're not from there. That's not where they from. Let me show you. And so we talking about you talking about this is deep, see, because if you Moscow is almost like, it get cold in Moscow like a motherfucker. But if you go over further into, man, it'll make Moscow look like goddamn Key West. It'll be shit. It get 30, 40 degrees colder as you move over there in Siberia. It get 30, 40, 50 degrees colder in some of them areas than even Moscow. So I'm telling you what and that's where that ice had, blocked them off up in there. So they wasn't in the car. That was when once that ice receded and then they come out of there. They came down and the Caucasus Mountains was the doorway in which they entered into the southern regions. And so they had, they were being identified with the Caucasus Mountains because that was the door which they came through. But it wasn't the origin or where, the true origin of, where they developed that. So let me put this one on here. This one I can show. And so when you talk about, you talking about the Uralian Mountains. So you see the Western Siberian Plain and you see the Central Siberian Plain. This is where they come from. This is where they was locked in and, during the Ice Age. And then they came out. you know, and you see down there the star at the bottom, that's the Caucasus Mountains, but that's not where they were. They were behind the Ural Mountains. You see, they were behind the Ural Mountains. So the true name for them is not Caucasus, but Uralian. They are Uralians. They're not Caucasian. They are Uralians. They are from behind the Uralian Mountains. Okay, and then they come down into these the southern lands, what they call the Middle East, and then they would come into Europe. They wasn't over into Europe. They was back. Africans had populated Europe. The Africans had dominated Europe into that time. All the stories of the Africans were popular, were the Aboriginal indigenous. They were the first ones there. That's what that means, that they were the first ones there. And it had been there for thousands and thousands and thousands of years before any entrance of the Uralians, or AKA Caucasian. You see, and so that go for even in Southern Asia, that even go for Southern Asia into the South Pacific, into the Americas, especially including North and South America. You see, but our people gravitate where it's warmer. That's just reality. They're going to gravitate unless it's something happening that require them to, go north, but if you can go south where there's more food, it's warmer, that's where you're going to go. You ain't going to put hardship on yourself unless it's something in the land that's, there's a threat, that causing you to move in a certain direction so that you can avoid this threat. But the reality is this is where they come from. And so when you talk about Mount Ararat now, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get that on here. Or do I have it? I might not have it on this one. Let me see. Let me see. I think it might be on this Bible, though. Let me see. It might be on this. Let me see if it's on here. Oh, I got that, but it ain't on this one. Let me see. I know I had more than one. Okay, it might be on this one. Let me see if it's on this one. I got so much spread out. Yeah, I think this is it right here. I think I might be creeping up on it. Yep. Yeah, this is very significant too. I had to take it deeper too. I'm only giving y'all a little tidbit, family, because this is, yeah. Yeah, now this is another reason why, that when we talk about that damn Ararat, Mount Ararat is, right up in that lower Caucasus Mountains, which is Turkey today, the nation of Turkey. Let me see if let me see. But anyway, but you see that right around that, what you call Turkey, the Mount Ararat, you see that's the land of the Khazars, and so they moved the Garden of Eden into an area that they, had some historical presence. You see, you know, this is what they did, that they removed the original Garden of Eden from Ethiopia to the Caucasus Mountain. And when you see who's in that area, you see, we see that there's something, you know, there's something that's not right. We see the Khazars. You see, we see the Khazaria, that this is an area in which they dominated. And so this is what later what we became the Ashkenaz. Later, because Khazar became the Ashkenaz, you know, and they the ones that rewrote the history of the world. And they the ones that washed away the, you know, the African, you know, in the Torah and all of that, and created a world that put them on top. That's what they did. They created a world that put them on top. And we got to see this for what it is. We cannot be confused about this. Now I know y'all in there crying and shit because you got the Jesus, you got the buttermilk Jesus sitting up there on your wall, nigga. And you crying and shit because the truth had woken you up tonight. I know you niggas know y'all gonna be watching the inauguration. Yeah, y'all got y'all little liquor and shit. Y'all gonna celebrate Donald Trump and his inauguration. Y'all gonna celebrate Martin Luther King, Donald Trump. Yeah, tomorrow is the day. And so it's almost like shit. Is the end of the world tomorrow? We don't know. We don't know what the fuck gonna happen after tomorrow. But we gonna find out. I appreciate y'all for staying up with me, family. This is General Khazars Sunseti. Let me get back over here. Yeah. Let me get back on in here. Yeah, they was in Ukraine too. Yeah, they was in Ukraine. They was all through there. They was all through there. If you're on here right now, family, listen. I'm dropping shit. You ain't gonna find this nowhere. You ain't gonna find this nowhere. You ain't gonna find nobody dropping this shit like this, man. Y'all know this. Like the damn video right now. Subscribe right now. I want you to like it right now. I want you to share it right now. It's the truth. It's the truth. Share it, and we want family to get their hands on this. We're gonna continue to develop on this and take it deeper than we ever did, so our people can know what the hell is going on. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I appreciate you. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.